suffers. People often view the rainforest only for short-term timber revenue, but the rainforest provides so much more. It plays a vital role in our environment as a key regulator of our climate. It acts as natural and essential chemical factories, producing 20 to 30% of the world's oxygen. Rainforests also function as a huge carbon sink, absorbing up to 5 tons of carbon per hectare per year. Temengor plays a critical part of the water cycle. The multi-canopied rainforest absorbs 40% of falling water, compared to 18% absorbed by the trees in a rubber plantation.
The moment you take out big trees, you alter the structure of the forest. You alter the microclimate. You alter the ability of the forest in intercepting heavy rainfall. You expose the soil underground there to more sunlight. So soil erosion will increase. Surface flow for the rain water falling on the ground will be increased. And your river system in that forest will be silted. Okay? So in other words, you change the whole function of that forest.
Sungai Sara is one of the rivers that feed Temengor Lake. This is the same river, 2 weeks later, the ugly effects of logging upstream.
You know, the moment you lock the water catchment area, situation of the lake, soil erosion and so on, will create a lot of problem in the water quality and also the durability and the functional period of the dam. You know? Because if the base of the lake being silted, and then it becomes shallower and shallower, and then the capacity of the lake even to generate electricity is not as expected as before.
When a forest is disturbed, other problems can also result. Some animals harbor potentially disease-causing microorganisms. Left in their own ecological system, they are of no threat to humans. But when the natural balance of the forest is altered, such microorganisms are able to jump from their natural host to humans, and potentially deadly diseases can result. Dengue, malaria, SARS, and the Nipah virus are just some examples. Who knows how many more life-threatening diseases could result from deforestation? Alternative income can also be gained from the rainforests. By the late 1990s, herbal medicine worldwide has become a billion-dollar industry. Nature tourism is the largest growing sector of the tourism industry. Ecologically sound and responsible tourism that takes account of local needs can generate income for the country. Even the Orang Asli are hoping to make additional earnings from tourism. They have made a pact with tour operators in an effort to safeguard the threatened Rafflesia. For a nominal fee per visit, the Orang Asli protects the Rafflesia site.
Macam dulu, kita guna obat. Sekarang saya sudah ubah. Ini bunga Pak Ma ini kita untuk buat satu jalan untuk cari makan. Itu aja. Ke satu lagi dia punya tempat tu kita tapis, lepas tu kita pagar dia punya sukat, tak boleh terpijak, takut dia rosak ke apa macam tu. Dia kembang dia buruk situ, dia tumbuh lagi baru lagi.
The Orang Asli of Temengor feel the changes that are happening around them.
Dulu kita tahun 70 memang banyak. Ikan pun banyak, haiwan pun memang banyak. Tak boleh kita masuk hutan pun jumpa berapa puluh ekor pun boleh. Sekarang sudah turun-menurun. Orang luar masuk ceroboh, ikan pun kena bom. Macam menantang-menantang haiwan pun kena masuk orang luar, tembak, kijang dengan rusa, habis seladang. Sekarang masa sekarang pun ikan kita nak cari dalam 2-3 ekor pun payah. Memang payah.
The threats of Temengor are immediate and serious. It is clear that urgent measures are needed to protect this vanishing heritage.
There's so many issues that has not been addressed in natural forest management in this country that it behoves us as a country to relook at all this. Because times have changed. We are not, in the old days of exploitative forestry. It must now be not only sustainable forestry, but conservation forestry. Because issues of biodiversity, issues of bioprospecting, issues of global concerns, climate change have now come into the picture. And we cannot run away from that responsibility as a nation which have subscribed to the Convention on Biodiversity, Convention on Climate Change, the Kyoto Protocol, and all the other international conventions. We must put that into practice. And in reality, there is a gap at the moment between what the federal government says in terms of policy and what the state government says in terms of implementation on the ground. I think they need to be put closer and in touch with each other.
Anthony Sebastian, Chairman of Science and Conservation for the Malaysian Nature Society, has surveyed certain areas within Temengor.
What we're looking at here is an example of a practice of timber extraction that is totally unacceptable. The cutting of skid trails and logging roads coming right up to the banks of a steep-sided river like this is against not just one, but many, many laws in our country. The implications of this are not just how the river is affected or how wildlife is affected or what trees are taken out, but the issues here are about compliance with laws. Let us not cut one leg off and say, forget about the future, let's make our profit now. We'll deal with the future when it comes to us. No, that's not the way to do it. We need to think in the future. At least in relation to Belum Temengor, stop the logging now. Rethink strategies.
I'm hopeful that the environmental pressures from the public will be so strong that it will force the government to say no. We'll stop logging on nature forests and maintain that for conservation.
We have reached a turning point. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. As concerned Malaysians, we must make informed decisions about how much of the environment we wish to protect. Decisions we make now will have an impact for years to come.